Hi there, 30-day challenges. It's Robert again, and today I'm going to be talking about stage 2 of the process that we're teaching you in the 30-day challenge, which is to choose a hosting platform for your keyword optimized copy, which is the vehicle that you're going to use to get ranking in Google and other search engines. Now there's several choices about which hosting platform that you can choose, but the platform I'm going to be talking about today is called Tumblr. And Tumblr is a very simple blog platform which is extremely easy to use and very effective, and certainly a particular favorite of mine at the moment. Okay, so if we look at if we go and have a look at the Tumblr website, which is www.tumblr.com. Tumblr is spelled T-U-M-B-L-R. You can see this is the very simple homepage of that site, and the whole sort of model of Tumblr logs or blogs is that they're very easy to create and very fast. So I think it's a great platform to use, particularly in something like the 30-day challenge. So initially, when you come here, you're going to need to sign up because you probably won't have a Tumblr blog, and the sign-up process is very simple. You're just required to provide an email address, a password, and the URL that you're going to use. Now, in most instances, if you're going to use Tumblr, you're going to put your umbrella phrase in here, so it'll be the umbrella phrase.tumblr.com. Click on Get Started. You will receive an email to your email address which will have a confirmation link, which you'll need to go over and click on to activate that, and then you'll be able to log in and begin the process of setting up your blog. Now, for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to use a pre-existing Tumblr blog that I've created to show you how I set it up and how I use it, and to talk about the various things that you need to be thinking of when you're inside the Tumblr platform. The blog that I have set up and that we're going to use as an example is based on the key phrase "How to Become a Wedding Planner." This key phrase has about 9,500 competing pages, so meets our criteria for the 30-day challenge. And I used Tumblr to create a web page or to host my keyword optimized copy in Tumblr. And you can see that right now I'm ranking in position 5 phrase match for that phrase, and I'm on the first page broad match as well. So my outcome has been realized by using this platform. Now, the goal is to, when you create your copy and you place it online so that it can be spidered by the search engines, is for the copy that you create, the web page that you create, to be highly optimized in relation to the key phrase. The goal is to have your key phrase in both the title of the website, which is this link here, have the key phrase throughout the body copy with an appropriate keyword density, and to have the web phrase in the URL, in the domain of the address of the website as well. And you can see that using this Tumblr blog, I've been able to achieve quite easily all 3 of those main criteria about on-page optimization. Now there are other on-page optimization factors as well, which we'll talk about in a minute, but those 3 are the most significant of the on-page optimization factors. And you can see that in relation to the other websites that are ranking on the first page of Google for that phrase, my Tumblr blog certainly has the greatest degree of optimization in relation to the key phrase. Some of the websites have the key phrase in the title and the body copy, but not in the not fully or properly in the URL. Some don't have it in the title at all, but only in the body copy. But I'm the only website that has the key phrase throughout that. So in relation to on-page optimization, the Tumblr blog allows me to achieve that quite nicely. If we go and have a look at the Tumblr blog, you can see that it's an extremely simple page. There's a title of the blog, a little sub-description here. I've got a couple of posts, 2 posts. One was just a starting post to get the blog started, and I've got another post which carries a bit more fuller content in relation to how to become a wedding planner. And really the reader is under no illusion coming to this page what this blog is optimized for and what this blog is about, which is exactly what we're trying to achieve. I've managed to get the key phrase into the title of the blog. I've got it into the title of the main post. The key phrase appears in the first paragraph of the main body copy, and I've bolded it just to give that slightly extra bit of weight that the spiders can see that that in relation to the copy, this is the most important phrase. I've also made sure that the key phrase comes towards the end of the body copy, and in this time I've italicized the phrase again, just to give that slight little bit of emphasis, so that the spiders have no illusion about what this page is optimized for. I've again used the key phrase in the second blog post, and that sort of that completes the relevance of this page in relation to the phrase. Now, what I like about Tumblr blogs is that they're very, very simple pages, and there is no distracting content other than the copy that I want the reader to read and the links that I want them to see. Now, this is a link here, and that link and this link at the bottom of the page both point to the money page, which is the place where I want to direct the traffic onto, and where there's an opportunity to convert traffic to sales if they're interested in the product that I'm referring. So the rough goal here is to use Tumblr and other platforms to get ranking in the search engines for a keyword. The traffic will come to your landing page, which in this case is a Tumblr blog, and you will then redirect that traffic onto a money page, which might be a sales letter for your product, or it might be a sales letter for an affiliate product. It might even be an Amazon or an eBay listing. But the money page is linked to from the landing page where your optimized copy is, and it's the landing page from the search engines, which is the page that gets ranked in the search engines. Now we'll log into Tumblr in a minute, and I'll just go through a couple of the Tumblr settings. This really is very straightforward, but a little bit of extra description there might be useful. So I'll just log in and I'll just pause, and after I've logged in I'll come back. Okay, so I've just logged into the How to Become a Wedding Planner Tumblr blog, and in the background you can see that there's a couple of tabs here that relate to various options in this for this Tumblr blog. The first tab is the dashboard tab, and this is where you will add the blog elements that you want to add onto your blog. So if you want to add a text post, you click here. If you want to add a photo, click here. If you want to add a link, you click on this link here, a chat, or you can even add a video. If you want to add copy from another RSS feed that might be another blog, or a Google News feed or something, you want to add that onto your Tumblr blog, this is where you will do that. You'll identify the feed and you click Start Importing the Feed, and that will automatically be fed onto your blog. When you first come into Tumblr though, it's a good idea to come straight into this Settings tab here, because this information won't have been added to the blog just because you've gone through the sign up process. First thing you're going to want to do is to identify a title for the blog, and if you take my advice, that title should be your umbrella phrase, because that is indeed the thing that you want to get ranked for in Google and other search engines. If you want to add a sub description underneath the title of the blog, then here's the place to do that. Even though you may have put a phrase when you signed up, if you decide later on that you want to change that phrase for any reason, you can do that, and you do that here. This is the URL of the blog. On some of the blog templates you can see a profile picture, depending on which template you choose, and that profile, if you choose to use that template, then you can add a photo here if necessary, and that photo might be a picture of you, it might be a picture of the affiliate product that you're promoting, or whatever. Now each blog has to have a unique email address associated with it. So every time you set up a Tumblr blog, you have to give a unique email address, because that becomes your username. So what I generally tend to do is I set up a Gmail address for my umbrella phrase, or some derivative of that phrase if it's already been taken. and obviously I can change the password that I use at sign up here if necessary. Now there is only a relatively limited number of templates for Tumblr blogs, but I think that this lends itself to its elegance, because the whole beauty of Tumblr is its simplicity. And the templates that they have are quite attractive in and of themselves, and they're certainly very simple, and they certainly don't detract from the content that you're going to be putting onto the blog. So here's where you'll choose the template. You can see some of them are single column templates, and there's also a double column template here as well, which includes the profile. You can change some of the colors if necessary. I don't really bother with that. And you can also show how many posts appear on the main page, and whether any links open in a new window or not. In fact, I think I might turn that on for this blog. I think that would be a useful thing to have. Every time you post, you can ping the blogosphere, which is, I think, a very good idea. And you can also click here to be promoted in the Tumblr directory, which would also be an excellent idea. And then click Save Settings. The goodies tag allows you to take advantage of some of the added value features that exist for Tumblr. If you want to have a nice, easy button on your bookmark bar, then you just drag this button and just drag it onto your bookmark bar, and that makes it very easy for you to access your Tumblr blog after you've created it. You can also post to your blog from an email address by using this email address here. So if you send an email to that address, then that copy will be automatically added to your blog. You can also blog from your mobile phone if necessary, and if you are on a Mac and are used to using dashboard widgets, then there's a nice simple Tumblr dashboard widget here, which you can use to post directly without having to log into the dashboard. All right, well that's Tumblr, an excellent and very simple platform, Web 2.0 platform for hosting your keyword optimized copy, and so far I've found it to be very effective for ranking for keywords with the sort of competitive with phrase competition that we're tending to be focusing on in the 30-day challenge, which is less than 30,000 competing pages. Having said that, with the right amount of off-page link building, you can get a Tumblr blog to compete even for more competitive pages. But certainly for the level of competition that we're suggesting that you target in the 30-day challenge, Tumblr is an excellent alternative. Okay, hope you find that useful, and good luck in your Tumblr blog creation.